Hey mathematicians, all right, in this lesson we're going to be efficiently multiplying fractions using an algorithm. So what we're going to do is, now that we've learned how to multiply fractions using a model, we're going to go to kind of that quick and step-by-step directions. That's the algorithm. And so in this case here, in this example, we have 2 times 1/2, or two groups of 1/2. The way that we use an algorithm is to make 2, the whole number, a fraction. Any whole number that's divided by 1 is still the same whole number. And we're going to multiply by 1/2. Now the algorithm, believe it or not, is literally multiply the numerator by the numerator and the denominator by the denominator. So in this case, what we're going to have is 2 times 1 over 1 times 2. And if I do 2 times 1, I get 2. And 1 times 2 is 2. Well, 2 halves is the same thing as 1. So 2 times 1/2 is 1. Let's go and try another example. This is a fraction multiplied by a fraction. So we're actually finding 1/2 of 3/4. Well, because it's already two fractions, I'm going to go ahead and the algorithm would say multiply across. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply the 1 times the 3 and the 2 times the 4. And what I end up with is 3/8. So the answer, using the algorithm, which is to multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator, is 3/8. All right, we're going to try another one here. This time we're going to be using a fraction times a mixed number. Now again, the algorithm for multiplication of fractions is to multiply across. What we're going to do this time though is we're going to change 2.5 into a mixed number. Well, let's see, the denominator is 2. 2 times the whole number of 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So 2.5 becomes 5/2. And I'm just going to bring down the 3/4 and I'm going to multiply across. So 3 times 5 is 15. And 4 times 2 is 8. Now this is an improper fraction, so I'm going to go ahead and convert it into a mixed number, and that would make it 1 and 7/8. So my final answer of 3/4 times 2.5 is 1 and 7/8. All right, one last example here using the algorithm. This time I'm going to start with a mixed number and I'm going to multiply by a fraction. Again, the algorithm says just multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to convert. I'm going to change this mixed number of 2 and 5/8 into an improper fraction. So 8 times 2 is 16, plus 5 is 21. So what I have is 21/8 times 2/3, which gives me 42/24, and that is an improper fraction. So I'm going to change that into a mixed number, and what I have is 1 and 18/24. And again, I'm going to keep working because 18/24 is not a reduced fraction. What I can do is I can divide the numerator and denominator by 6, and I would get 1 and 3/4, which is my final answer. So in this lesson, you learned how to efficiently multiply fractions using the algorithm.